But the Shard's future, interestingly, was assured in 2008. Whilst the world's economy was crashing, remember, oil prices were going up. And the state of Qatar, in its various guises, came on as a partner because they shared Sellers' vision, and that's where the Jersey connection started to develop. Now, the construction phase of what turned out to be a £485 million building was pretty testing and exhilarating. Sub-zero temperatures, gale force, winds, the Thames breaking through the protective barriers, all of that was something they had to face with. And over one 36-hour period during the build, employing, this is an interesting statistic in my mind, 700 lorry loads every 3 minutes, the team poured 5,400 cubic meters of concrete in a day and a half, which is a phenomenal engineering achievement. When they finished, that is what they created. It's a dynamic building, it's full of energy, and it sits next to a stunning sister building, also created by Renzo Piano, which is the headquarters of News UK and other titles such as the Wall Street Journal and the Dow Jones. It now hosts, or will be when it's full, 12,500 people every day. And it's a vibrant community right next to London Bridge Quarter. This is architecture delivering genuine social and community value. The finished building is true to the original vision of a vertical city. Multiple different occupiers, many of which operate 24 hours a day. Hotels, education, tourist attractions, residential, retail, and offices. And the Shard's proximity to London Bridge Station, which is itself being transformed, is a tremendous benefit to people who are travelling from far and wide to the building. Now, on the 5th of July 2012, the Shard was opened by the Prime Minister of Qatar and the Duke of York, which was the end of a 12-year journey to deliver this tremendous building. It's 310 metres high. It's the 59th tallest building in the world and the tallest building in Europe. It's less than half the height of the Burj Khalifa, by the way, in Dubai. But it is a pretty outstanding building. The statistics are quite staggering. It has over 11,000 panels of glass. The offices alone cover an area of 27 acres, or I think as we would say 61 verges. It was made from huge amounts of recycled material. And it is an incredible mix. On the ground floor, it has covered areas. The second floor has retail space. The 4th to 28th floors have 600,000 square feet of offices. That is the equivalent of what, if it ever comes to be, will be the entirety of the Esplanade Quarter in one building. It has restaurants, it has a hotel, Shangri-La, never stayed there, far too expensive for our measly budget, and to top it all, it has a viewing platform. And I don't know how many people here have been onto the Shard viewing platform, but it is a staggering thing. It is the only place in the world I've ever been. I've been to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Just the way this thing is set up, it makes you feel as if you're actually flying. Yeah. It's quite remarkable. I mean, what a phenomenal achievement this was. A result of bringing a vision together with a world-class architect, with the ability to invest, and all of this, as I'll explain in a minute, utilised Jersey to bring it into effect. So what's the reaction been? Well, that's what Richard Rogers thinks, and I guess he knows what he's talking about. It is a really tremendous building, and if you have seen it at different times of day, which I've had the great fortune to do, that statement couldn't be more true. Another expert on London had a slightly different view, which you might expect. That's what Boris thinks of it. I should imagine Christopher Wren would return in his grave if he saw this. But that's what the reaction that it's caused. I think that given that it went through a very intensive period of public inquiry, a lot of objections, after it's been built, given that it's a complete standout in the area it's in, it receives amazingly positive reactions. So, let's move on now to the link with Jersey. And to do that, we've got to look to the east.